Hello and welcome to the basement. This is show number 58, unless you're listening via iTunes, and it's number 1. We have been doing the show for a little over a year now via YouTube, but starting this week we're going to be on iTunes. We are resetting our numbers, and we will be doing a name change within the first few weeks. But this week, well, first of all, I'm JD, and joining me this week, to my left, we have
Dan. Snow. Hi.
I'm so quiet.
I'm quiet.
I don't want to talk loud. I'm scared of the people. The people scare me.
And across the table from me,
Gamzee.
give your real name.
The guy is Carl. He's just a Weenie Hut Jr.
That's acceptable.
See, I didn't swear.
Anyway.
I was going to say something bad, but I didn't.
We are a geek culture podcast.
Bass hat.
We all have our different fandoms and things that we know. We started off as a video game podcast, and then I ventured out. As you heard from Carl, he will be our Homestuck person.
Miracles.
I've focused primarily around Disney. Dan?
I kill stuff. And hit stuff in hockey. And
Resident hockey expert.
that works for me.
We then have three other people that will fluctuate in and out. One is a resident Doctor Who person, Joel. Our other one is also kind of our only comic book person too. No, him and Dan both do the comic books a little bit.
I know somebody who knows more about Doctor Who.
Actually, you're Lord of the Rings.
Throw anything in my face.
Dan is our Lord of the Rings, D&D,
Wow.
and all the...
RuneScape. Old RuneScape.
Basically, he's the RPG expert.
And that expert, too.
person of us all. The other Dan that will sometimes join us, I don't really know what to put at him. I'm sure he could say if he was here.
Pain in the... I'm not going to say it. That would be nice.
And Mike, who is supposed to be here tonight, is good with a lot of different stuff.
He's probably better with RPGs than me.
But anyway, that's just the brief...
And horror. Can't forget about horror. He's definitely the horror fan.
Yes, he is. He's actually our resident Bioshock person, too.
Yeah, he is. I still have to play Infinity. I'm kind of disappointed in myself.
I haven't beat any of them.
I'm disappointed in myself.
I've beaten number 2, but I'm still working on number 1.
But this week,
This guy.
I don't know what they
I got
have.
them for Christmas backwards.
This guy.
I don't know what you guys got to discuss. But I do want to talk about the new Disney Infinity characters that came out.
That's fine.
Because they just came out, 2 weeks ago. And then other stuff will come later on.
Sure.
You want me to go first?
Unless you want me to sit and talk about hockey, GTA, or I can sit and talk about work all day.
Carl,
That's about all I can do.
I'll go first. Give you guys some time to come up with stuff. Okay. In the past shows, I have talked about the Disney Infinity game, which I got Carl, who is not a Disney fan at all, into it.
How are you not a Disney fan?
Never really was big into a lot of Disney.
Were you ever a child?
Yes, and I watched Tales of the Crypt with my dad when I was 4 years old.
So did I, but I still watch Disney movies.
Muppet Treasure Island and A Muppet's Christmas Carol, probably the closest
Crackle?
is... Yeah, shut the front door.
But anyway,
This is going to be hard.
Not for me.
because Dan has self-control.
No, I just know how to use other words to compensate for what I want to say.
Last week saw 4 new Disney Infinity characters. Vanellope von Schweetz from Wreck-It Ralph. Ralph himself. Rapunzel. I'm sorry, 5. And then Anna and Elsa from the new movie Frozen. Vanellope came out on the 24th of November. I don't have any of them yet. She is a Target exclusive. She's also going to be part of the Girl Power 3-pack, which includes Rapunzel and Violet from Incredibles. And she's also part of the Wreck-It Ralph Toy Box pack, which comes with Ralph and then 2 power discs. Ralph himself came out on the 22nd. He's a Best Buy exclusive. So how the whole 2-pack is going to work, I don't know. I guess they'll be exclusives at those 2 stores for a while. Then they'll be available together in the 2-pack.
2-pack is a GameStop exclusive.
From what I found, the 2-pack is not exclusive to any store. Rapunzel came out also on the 22nd, and she's a Walmart exclusive. And like I said, she's part of the Girl Power 3-pack. So 2 out of the 3 are exclusives to separate and competing stores. So again, that one does not appear to be exclusive to any store. And Girl Power comes out sometime this month. I couldn't find any release date on that. Same with Wreck-It Ralph.
The multi-packs might be available only through the Disney store.
No. You can't even... They're not... Disney store does not sell Disney Infinity.
That's kind of stupid.
And Anna and Elsa, they're only available in a 2-pack. And they also come with 2 power discs that change the overall theme of the world. And again, they don't appear to be exclusives either, and they came out on November 26th. As for the others that are coming out that have been announced, the only ones left are Sorcerer Mickey, who, from what I can figure, is January release date, and then Phineas and Agent P. Both have... They're going to be another 2-pack. Or, don't quote me on that one. That one I'm not sure about.
Where's Ferb?
I don't know.
Screw Phineas.
I'll let that one go.
Thought he didn't know Disney.
Who doesn't know Phineas and Ferb?
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
It's a Disney Channel TV show that the 2 creators, they worked together on Rocko's Modern Life in the 90s. They've actually been trying to pitch this show since they were working on Rocko's Modern Life. Nobody would take it.
I
Finally,
know Disney Channel a little bit, but Disney movies is where I'm a little kind of...
I want PB&J Otter.
That'd be awesome.
Oh my god.
Or Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh my god.
Little bear.
But the one problem I can see that... That's not so much a problem, it's kind of marketing geniuses for them. It's the biggest pain is the fact that you've got Vanellope being an exclusive at Target. You got Rapunzel exclusive at Walmart. Ralph at frickin' Best Buy as exclusives. You can only get them there. Like Jack Skellington, which I was lucky enough to have gotten, was a GameStop exclusive and only available in the month of October. I mean, yeah, you can go on eBay or something or Amazon.
Pay through the nose.
And pay through the nose for it. Like the Sorcerer Mickey was available at Disney's Expo out in Anaheim, D23. 5,000 guests were given one for free. They're selling on Amazon, eBay for $125, $130, $150. I mean, apparently, Woody is also another one that's rare. From when I was doing that last night, he's another one that's hard to find, apparently. And I picked that one up on Amazon. And apparently you can get Anna and Elsa as separates, but they're UK versions. I don't know if there is a region with these things where they're not going to play on an American-made base.
They just talk differently.
Well, I mean, with like DVD players, you have Region 1, Region 2, or even VHS players. You can't buy a DVD or VHS set from across the pond and play it on an American-made console because of the way they play. I mean, I have VHS tapes downstairs, and I'd have to get a Region 2 or whatever it is player to play them. It's stupid.
It's part of how the outlets are over there. I'm willing to bet.
So that's why I'm not sure if if the same thing would apply to these things, and I'm not willing to pay $23 plus shipping to find out. Somebody else out there might want to. If you do, let us know. That'd be good to know. That's pretty much my list.
Nice. Way to cut it short, Josh.
Did you realize the biggest thing I really have to talk about is, holy crap, do you run fast in Skyrim wearing light armor, and I just got NOS for my GTR. That's about it.
What's the old saying, Josh? You should know it.
I don't remember it.
You're an American, you should know it. All throttle, no bottle? Yeah. All throttle, no bottle.
Yeah, but it's a Nissan.
All throttle, no bottle.
So where's Burr?
Just saying.
There is no throttle in there.
Yeah, it is. Nissan GTR?
Yeah,
Hell yeah, there is.
yeah.
The
Came out of a toy.
Oops.
The GTR is...
A nice car.
It might have slipped in. I don't know.
What?
I'm not going to say it again. In between there. I mean, you might not have heard it.
I'll
It
take
was
a
kind of faint, but
look. I'll take a look. I didn't even...
I did. I caught myself.
I didn't even hear the hard part is I'm wearing the headphones,
Yep.
but they're not sound canceling, so I can still hear you over it.
You need to get sound canceling headphones.
I am. I'm also getting Audio Technica AT 2020 microphones, which is the ones that Mike's going to get, and an interface to record through my computer.
Excuse me.
That way we each have own microphones.
And we can put Joel in another room for our own safety.
We don't have to try and go through this all. All right, can I hear you? Can I hear you? And Dan, as long as he wants to stand there and hold the mic, sit on the couch.
Like,
I just sit on the
modify a
goddamn
desk
couch.
Is- What are you talking about over there?
Modify a desk lamp. Just take the light piece off and use the arm.
If you want to find a way to make a microphone stand that's not a microphone stand, be my guest.
I'm good. I'd rather put it on top of my head.
But I'm telling you right now, the only mic that's coming out of my pocket is mine and Carl's, because Carl already gave me the money for it. It just kind of went to my brakes and rotors because it was the only cash I had on hand.
That's fine.
You're still covered. Regardless, I'm not asking you for another $100
Carl, stop flipping people off. That's rude.
because the $100 came to me. That covers you. The fact that it went to my brakes and rotors is
Different
void.
story.
Null and void.
Oh, I know.
But we need 4. Once 4 is bought, they're here. They're not to leave the recording studio.
Mine.
Mine
Do
own!
you want to buy one?
Not right now.
I'm not saying right
It's
now.
goddamn Christmas. What are you,
I'm not
nuts?
saying right now because my microphone and the one I'm buying for Carl isn't going to get bought right now. Neither is the interface, because there's $200 for the mics and $200 and something for the interface.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have $400.
Why don't you jerry rig an interface?
Yeah, I don't know much about recording, so
Hello?
Talk to JJ at the Vogue. He does sound stuff for parties and shit.
I can talk to the most technical man I can know.
Your phone.
Headphone. No. Larry.
Oh, Larry?
Dude, he can do anything.
Really?
Dude. You know.
15.
You've talked to him. The man's a freaking genius.
Ish.
Sorry.
You know what we need to do? Crap like from Craig Ferguson where you just like throw up the flag and have something that sounds like something that would come from that country.
I'm not taking the time to do that. I am not taking the time to do that. But yeah, if Larry could...
He can come up with something for you.
He can come up with
I
something.
know he can. He can build anything.
You want to talk to him for me? 'Cause I don't have the number or anything.
Huh? Okay, cool. I still gotta email you that stuff anyway.
Right.
I've been trying to do it through my phone, but it doesn't like to do it. So, okay,
But, yeah, so the sound quality on this will get better as we go along. Because right now we're working off of just a hand recorder.
yeah. Unfortunately.
And trying to pick up multiple people.
Unfortunately.
Which it works pretty good most of the time. But sometimes it doesn't work so great. I can actually do that and make it a little more sensitive so it picks this up.
Hey, sensitivity.
I'm getting a little bit of a hum from the heater, but the low cut is...
You could always turn it off for now.
Well, we're actually in the middle of the show right now, technically. Doing a little sidebar because of talking about recording, but I feel as though it fits. Oh, the heater? I'm sorry. No, it's still low.
Fine, whatever. Do whatever you want. It's your life. Honky.
I forgot where I am now.
I did too, to be quite honest. The honky just threw me off. I threw off my whole game today. Sorry.
You look tired.
Dude, I'm exhausted. I don't even know how I'm awake right now. I actually just want to go home and go to bed.
But you can't.
I know I can't. And then I got work tomorrow. Then I got work Monday. Then I got work Tuesday. I swore again. My filter's off.
1750
That's
Good
3
year.
times.
ish. Within like 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. I can't control the filter. As long as I don't use bigotry,
You're doing great.
I'm doing.
You're doing awesome so far.
So far, keyword.
But anyway,
So we started talking about something that pisses me off.
so we're not going to talk about hockey.
Why? Hockey's the best sport ever.
We're just not
No,
going to talk
we're
about
not having that
Canadians.
incident again.
That's the funniest freaking thing in the world. God damn it! Take him to the goddamn barn, bet his fucking head, feed him one more time.
Coming soon, the Dan Snow Rants of the Year episode.
I was working on that, and I was getting more pissed off at what was going on in the show. Because it's so unprofessional. You hear slams of people hitting the table, or dropping stuff on the table. Dan plunges his knives, drops it, hits the table. Or one episode, Dan decides to be a real smart guy. And, not you, the other Dan.
I don't know.
Takes his magic cards and shuffle it. And he did it over here first, and I'm like, don't do it on the table. The mic's picking it up really loudly. Right in front of the mic. And you know how I used to use the peak reduction? Or the auto limit, or whichever one I was using at the time? Done. It kept it at the low volume for the rest of the night. And about 5 minutes in, you could not hear anybody.
That's because he's a jackhole. At least we didn't have to redo another episode. Because someone didn't have to hit
Josh.
the goddamn button.
I did it last week. With him and Mike.
Good
Second
job.
time you've done that to me.
I'm glad I wasn't here. I would have flipped the table.
And it
I almost
wasn't.
did.
It wasn't a whole episode though. It was about a 10-minute span. When I realized...
actually recorded.
No, it only recorded about a minute and a half. It was 10 minutes in that I realized what happened. Give me one when you're done opening that.
Hell no.
Thank you.
You don't get one. Where's your big boy one?
Oh, I have a big one. Here, don't open that.
I'm good. Don't fall.
I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall.
I got you. Maybe. Maybe.
Got it. Alright. So you've played hockey in GTA?
That's about it. No computer games lately.
That's not something
Josh, you're supposed to turn off your phone.
I didn't incorporate the house phone into that rule. And it actually says silent cell phone, doesn't it? Or it should. It used to.
Phones are to be silenced.
I didn't expect the house phone to ring.
Shame on you.
You know how often I use that house phone?
I was gonna say, who the hell still has a house phone? I still do, but I don't use it. At all. Ever. Ever, 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 ever.
We don't have a landline anymore.
I don't use it ever.
It's useless.
I found out why I couldn't hear anybody.
Why?
The volume was turned down.
Freaking jackass. That's not a swear. Jackass is a donkey.
He's got you on that one.
He does. He
So,
does.
Touche. iTunes.
I'm making
Not it.
Whatever. I'm going to make a list of acceptable and non-acceptable words, so this...
I will not follow them. I've already done this 3 times already. I'm a bad influence. Look what I've done.
Oh, God help us.
Tainted you. Dan Kelly's starting to use my words. Joel's just a weenie hut junior. Carl's just a...
Yeah, that one I didn't really think through.
See? It's 1 strike for Carl. Just saying.
And 3 for you!
So what? You said I got leniency, so that means I got 12 a day.
Each week, I get 12. Once I start hitting those, then you can fire me.
You can fire me now, I don't care. I just got home.
Yeah, but if I fired you, I'd be cutting my nose off to spite my face. I'm losing people left and right.
That's true. And who would keep the comedy going?
Exactly.
Not Carl. He's just a basket full of laughs.
Once in a blue moon.
He has some good ones sometimes.
They just can't be mentioned on the air.
We won't go there with the one that was actually pretty funny.
Was it racist?
Kind of.
Very.
Carly.
I had more.
I don't really.
I
have
had less.
anything, to be quite honest. GTA, basically self-explanatory. Shoot stuff, blow stuff up, go home.
Yeah. I said that before I was playing it, though.
Yeah, with you and B-Rad and Rich or Bill, depending on who's on. Flying around in helos, blowing stuff up. Giggity.
Yeah, the last mission actually went rather successfully.
Which one?
Breaking into the base.
Oh yeah, that was actually extremely successful, even though it should have been harder than it was.
You got in and lived?
We got in, stole 2 jets, and lived.
Yeah, they didn't even shoot us.
You saw when I dropped into that place.
Well, see, we landed a chopper in there.
I'm just that good. You just need to play with me,
But
and you'll be fine.
you did see that, right? One day, there was 6 tanks all firing shells at the freaking building I was standing on.
That sounds like a personal problem.
We landed the chopper right into by the jets, hopped in the jets, and took off.
That's right.
And then lost the 5 stars in no time.
Not me. I was blowing up helicopters left and right.
Is there guns on the
What?
on the jets?
Yeah.
It's a
You gotta hit the
military
A button to
jet.
use them.
A button.
Yeah.
I
A lot of
couldn't
people don't know that. It's
They
like-
have rockets?
Yeah.
I couldn't
Of
find
course.
couldn't find the right button.
Actually,
But it's cool when you jump out in midair, though.
What kind of jet does it look like?
F-18.
I'm like, how did you use your jet seat?
Oh, that's awesome.
Why?
The Navy fighters.
I'm like, is there a parachute in the seat? No.
What's it called in the game?
I don't know, to be quite honest.
The
I've only used it
P6
once.
something.
I've only used it once. I don't really care for the fly.
I was going to say, if it's called a Hornet, that would be awesome.
No, it's like it's just P668 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. You gotta break that chair, Fatty.
We got one of mine, just worked out a different way I did.
You gotta break that chair, Fatty.
We only, Haley found it in the trash.
Of course Haley would find it in the trash. People can't see your creepy smile when you're doing that rocking back and forth. Just saying.
But Carl, you've been playing Battlefield and,
I actually haven't played Battlefield since the last time I was on.
I've been playing Fallout New Vegas.
Playing a lot of Skyrim, that's about it.
I played Fallout New Vegas, and I just beat the Lonesome Road again.
About time.
That was my second time beating it. But I chose to. Well, the first time I did it, I just wanted to access the Long 15, which is the road just outside of in the Mojave Outpost. It's that locked gate. If you blow up the NCR, you can access that road.
Blow it up how?
You know how at the end of the Lonesome Road there's the nuke? You know how one of the options is send it to the NCR? Send it to the NCR, it blows up that road, you can now access that area. It is heavily infested with NCR ghouls, and heavily radiated. Take some Rad-X and put on a radiation suit and you're fine.
Power armor.
But there is a Fat Man in there and 4 mini nukes. Oh, you fight yourself.
Uh-huh.
And a buttload of ammo for everything. I didn't even make it through the whole area because I got killed.
By
Glowing ones. NCR glowing ones.
Joel's.
There's also a heavy gunner, or whatever the heck they're called. The ones with the power armor that's not power armor.
Oh, the heavy troopers.
Heavy troopers.
And it's a ghoul? That's spooky.
It's a ghoul under it. Once you kill them and then take the armor off, it's a ghoul under it.
Power ghouls.
Kind of like when you take the riot armor off of the soldiers in Lonesome Road. They have ghouls underneath.
Are they ghouls?
Yeah. But unfortunately, I did that just to see what was in there. Because unfortunately, the character I'm siding with the NCR. So blowing them up is really not a good idea.
Let me guess, that completely trashed your rep.
I actually only became Lighthearted Devil.
And your rep with them?
That was my rep with the NCR, was Lighthearted
How about
Devil.
your overall rep?
Oh, my overall was already evil. Just from doing all the missions with the NCR.
And the only redhead follower in the game?
You have to be good. Though the website says neutral or good, no. I had a character that was neutral and tried siding with her, and she still was not that happy with me.
There's like 3 or something levels of neutral. If you're on the low end of neutral, she won't follow you. You have to be like dead smack neutral.
But I have a character that's good that I have 90 hours on that character, so my goal now is to put another 10 onto it and make it 100 hours. Yes, I have that much of no life. So I have a bunch of quests I still have to do with that one, so I'm going to go and try and get her as a follower.
Dude, I'm running 8 Skyrim characters simultaneously. You don't have to talk to me about no life. One of them's got 40 hours.
Yeah, the NCR character has... What?
Dan's about to completely stop talking to both of us.
The NCR character has about 35 hours on 36. But
ironically enough,
I blew up the Caesar's Legion, and that also gives you a new area you can go to. There's a place called Drywells, which is at the very far southern eastern part of the map.
at the very end of the Colorado.
You have to take a boat from the same place you would to get to the fort. There's a red boat on the shore. Walk over to that and it'll say take take boat to dry wells.
Is that how you get the really weird looking version of the, what do you call it, armor?
I haven't tried it yet. I haven't gone there yet. But
Did-
that's if you blow up Caesar's Legion at the end of that tour, at that add-on. One sec.
Go ahead. Finish your thing. I was gonna say something real fast.
You can get to the dry wells, and I have not gone there. But again, it's going to be heavily radiated and heavily infested with Legion ghouls.
His eyes lit up like a mofo when you said that. He's like,
There's a set of armor I've been searching for.
Fallout Wiki.
Yeah. That's where I heard of it.
Go
But
to
I
that
can't
one.
remember
I'll tell you
where
how
it
to-
was, but I think it was Drywells.
You got to blow up the NCR with the nuke at the end of Lonesome Road. Then go
You mean
over.
the Legion?
What did I say?
NCR.
Got to blow up the Legion at the end of Lonesome Road, and then or I think it'll work the same way if you send it to both of them. Don't be doing it now. But I have a save right at the access panel, so I can try it the different ways. Then there's also the way that you can sacrifice the Eddie and cancel it from launching. I didn't do it that way. I felt bad.
I think I dropped it on, what do you call it?
Legion? NCR? Those are your only options.
I thought you could drop it on Lonesome Road.
I don't think so. I could be wrong. I know you can drop it on either Caesar's Legion or the NCR or cancel it. Or both of them. I thought those were the only 4 options. I could be wrong.
I do both. Just because.
That's probably just the next one.
Yeah, both.
I'll probably do another raid.
Because then you should be able to get.
Both of them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. My next character will probably do both, and then I'll go through Lonesome Road again. And I want to ask, Carlin, how long ago was it that you played Lonesome Road?
About a month, maybe more.
Why is Ulysses so hard to beat
He's not.
if you don't use energy weapons?
He's not. I don't use energy weapons usually.
Really?
Because I can't find a Gatling laser. I usually have the anti-material rifle or other heavy caliber weapons.
Yeah, see, my problem was I went in there, I had no armor-piercing rounds.
My usual sidearm is the Sequoia.
My heavy weapon at that point was the medicine stick and my cowboy repeater.
Never go against a boss with a cowboy repeater, Josh.
Those are my only heavy-hitting weapons.
A 357 is not a heavy hitter.
Those are my own. Was the only things I had with me that was heavy hitting. See, that are 9mm or 1227
12.
or not 1227.
A 12.7 is bigger than a 357.
Those are my only big things, and it was the pistol. What I ended up doing was going through the speech stuff, and then it immediately just. I had the light machine gun with like 70-something shots of armor piercing. Immediately just went in the vats and targeted the head and took him out.
Oh, I remember what I had when I first killed him. I think I've killed him like 3 times. First time I got him, I had the auto rifle, which is a 308 machine gun. Boom, 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 boom. It's the freaking BAR.
Because even the rockets, once his armor took an effect, the rockets would do nothing to him. Red
Like-
Glory?
The rockets aren't as powerful as a missile.
But, because he has a DT at 13.
But one of the things you gotta do, get your action points up really high.
Yeah.
And like I said, go in with the anti-material rifle.
The first time I found the anti-material rifle was on him.
Huh.
That was the first time I found it.
Because I went in, I saved this up so that I could fight him with it. Material rifle, explosive shots. Headshots. Kept hitting him in the head, hiding, let it regenerate, hit him in the head. Or the,
Well, the whole problem is his health regenerates. That's my problem.
You know, which is the drug that gives you action points back?
Jet gives you plus 15.
It was Jet that I had a lot of as well.
There's another one that regenerates AP completely. And it'll just keep going back up.
Get close to where he is.
That was my other problem. I was addicted to, like, if there was any drug that was possibly to be addicted to, I got addicted to it in Lonesome Road. So I had Jet withdrawal, Psycho withdrawal, Mentats withdrawal. I had Stinpack sickness, which I didn't even know you could do.
Yeah.
Hydra withdrawal.
I forget what Hydra does.
Hydra weapon spread. And then whatever is the one that
that's steady.
That's steady. Yep. Hydra. That's the one that AP. And I was also addicted to steady. So I had all these drugs that I was addicted to.
You like doing the casinos, right?
I'm banned from all of them. One of my characters.
Jack Caps, like kill Legion characters or whatever is your current enemy. Rack, take everything, keep selling stuff, just pick stuff up, pull a Joel, just take everything, sell it off, build caps. Go in with a hell of a lot of Jet, steady, and whichever one regenerates AP. Take all the Jet, just completely jump your AP, and just keep hitting him in the face with the anti-material rifle. That should do it. Very few things can take too many anti-material shots to the head. I killed, what's-his-face? Lanius with 2 or 3 of them. Don't quote me on that. I was also level 50.
See, I was level 20 when I was going through Lonesome Road.
Well, this is when I finally hit Lanius. Was my only character to beat all 4 DLCs, which I saved over. I don't know.
I'd cry because my only character that's beat all 4 is my character with 90 hours into him, and I'd cry. I think I dropped the controller, sit in a corner, and just...
Well, I basically called you sobbing when I saved over my level 30 in Skyrim. Because
I did that with my original NCR guy. Put like 15 hours into him in one day. I just sat there when I got up and just played. Turned it off. Went to play my other guy a couple days later. Save. No! Dang it. I'm like, well, that just happened. But they need to make a new Fallout.
Yeah.
I love Fallout.
I do too. I don't like the single player mode.
I don't think they'll do a multiplayer.
Why?
I really
They're
don't.
doing Elder Scrolls Online. Why wouldn't they do a Fallout Online?
That's...
You don't need VATS. Granted, it's part of the game, but
It's a big thing in the game, though.
Voice is a big thing in GTA too, and they don't give you a voice in GTA Online.
That's true, and they... I like how they make it known that you don't have a voice.
Yeah, they don't care.
It's not like you just don't hear a voice and you actually talk. It's...
I mean, think about it. How many people would like to play a Fallout Online? Not even,
Interplay.
not even verse each other. Just like team up.
Because Interplay was going to try and do a Fallout multiplayer because they still had the rights to some of the Fallout name.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool, because can you imagine doing some of this stuff with extra help?
Yeah. That would have been a whole lot easier.
My character and your character would meld pretty well.
And I like melee weapons.
I think my work cut out from in this episode.
I usually stick to or at least on my most recent character, revolvers.
I like the. I forget what I used to use.
That's because you're pulling a big iron.
You were there for that, weren't you?
You're the one you called me and told me about it.
I lost the stick. I've lost count of my kills.
He used to actually teammate every time he get a kill, he'd take a notch out and do it in the piece of wood.
I have a stick with the different round types, like 357, 44, 47, blah blah blah, or 4570. And I was putting notches into the stick for every kill I got with that revolver. But it was one-shot kills only.
Which, those of you that don't know country music, like the three of us sitting here,
And if you've played Fallout, you would definitely know this song.
not necessarily a lot of people don't like country at all and won't even listen to it in the game.
Then they have no
There's
life.
a lot of people like that.
Why would you play a game that's basically Wild West and then turn off the twangy stuff?
Because a lot of people are bothered by the twangy. They hate the twang.
Well, they can twang off.
But to keep going with this, there's a song by...
He's very feisty today.
There's a song by a country artist, Marty Robbins, called Big Iron.
Big.
And one of the things he mentions a pistol with notches in his pistol,
19 and
1 in 19 more. And each time he get a kill, he put a notch in his pistol for the kill. So Carl basically decided to do that with a piece of wood and only use revolvers.
working pretty well. I haven't actually needed to fall back on a rifle yet.
Do you have the Mysterious Magnum?
No.
That's my favorite revolver.
I've left him alone for now because I need to get my speech up high enough to make him give me the revolver.
Yeah, supposedly you can actually bring him to the tops for that quest, and then, again, through speech, convince him, well, you're living on the strip now, you don't need the gun. And he'll give it to you. Supposedly, I've never done it that way, but I have read that you can do it that way.
Like, only my bad characters have Mysterious Magnum.
Now, one of my good characters has it because I convinced them to give it to me.
Yeah, well, the only way I ever get a hold of it is to, Oh, I did this Shady Sands shuffle on him once. Shady Sands shuffle.
Joel got it the first time because he just saw a guy sitting there and offed him. Then walked up to him and found out, oh.
Why am I suddenly vilified on the strip?
That's exactly how it went.
That happened to me the first time.
I'm like, I look at the screen and I'm like, there's a quest to get him to work at the tops, that's why. It's like, oh well, at least looks like I'm going to be vilified on the strip with this character. When did you last save? Oh, about an hour ago. Yeah, you're going to be vilified this game.
But, yeah.
That's my one bad habit with that game.
What?
I don't save.
I think that's everybody's bad habit.
I die.
Especially with that one.
What was the last save? 2 hours and 5 levels ago.
When was the last time you saved, Josh? Last time that thing was up in the sky.
He's very feisty today.
I don't get that one.
You've played From Daylight to Daylight before.
No. I've played from noon to about 2 in the morning.
Wasn't there a time that we were all playing it suddenly was daylights out?
Dude, I haven't stayed up all night in a long time. I do try not to do that. As a matter of fact, the last time I remember staying up all night, or till daylight, was one time when Joel and Cam... You here?
No.
I was going to say, I don't remember doing it when you were here one time. No. When Joel and Cam were here. We did one of the challenges on Rock Band that was like 90-something songs.
No fucking way.
And we went to bed at like 6:30. And then we did the usual thing and talked a little bit before we went to bed. And then
Josh, you just broke your own
I did
rule.
it.
That's 2 for you.
45.
Bad. Joshua David. Bad. What are we gonna do with you?
Listen, Mr. Three Time.
No. You know better.
You wrote the rule.
Yeah. Follow your own rules. And then maybe I won't break it. Maybe I will anyway.
Alright, so you're at 3, I'm at 2, and he's at 1.
It's because it's Carl.
Alright, okay. Kim said, and decided, he said, fudge it, and, oh,
Bam! Add it to the list.
I like that. That's 2 within a minute.
That's easy for you then. Bruins are playing. I forgot.
Alright, I'll take it. Kim said, fudge it, and decided to stay up. And then Joel's like, well, if he's going to be up, I'm not going to go to bed. I'm like, well, it's my house. I'm not going to have them be up, and I'm not up.
You don't trust them.
So, well, I'm not going to have them playing my Xbox while I'm not there.
Exactly, you don't trust them. You've seen what Joel's done to video game consoles.
So, well, Jules was there. I wasn't worried about that. But, so we ended up staying up. We ended up watching Dickie Robertson. I fell asleep watching Dickie Robertson. It's 7.
Yeah.
So they're watching that. Like, so, they stayed up all night. I had about an hour nap. And that's the last time I remember staying up all night.
Sure, bad man.
I pretty much said I'm never doing this again.
Stinks.
I don't enjoy it.
The only time I'm up that late is if I found a really good book.
Nope. No book's that good.
Even, I think I've only stayed up all night like twice in my life.
I don't even know how many times it's been.
I don't enjoy it.
I got up for school one day, I think it was 7th grade. Yeah, about that. School was canceled, snowstorm. This is like 8 o'clock in the morning. I just finished the first Aragon book. Oh, Aragon. Started reading Eldest. I finished it in one day. It was like almost midnight. Then I started reading another book. I was so lucky that was a Friday.
Can you see I'm impressed?
Oh, was it supposed to go? Woo!
I've seen that look before. You
I
get
mean-
it from girls a lot.
Yeah.
I get it from girls. I get it from girls all the time.
I'm surprised the book I got for Christmas only took me 4 months to read. I got through half of it in 2 months and then kind of took 2 months off.
Did you ever try that book I gave you, or?
Like I said, the kind of books I read is biographies, autobiographies,
For the most
behind the scenes stuff.
Sorry. That one kind of,
You can't catch me on the list. I will beat you.
There's a hole in my think pan.
I don't want to hear it.
And just non-miraculous things just slip out.
Grand total of 8 so far.
I'm in the lead. And I always will be.
You want me to throw a few more out there? Then we can get 13?
No!
I can. I can get
Don't
I can get
do it either!
I can get all the way up to 90 in one little rant. You want to try?
Yes, you can, and no, I don't want you to try. I
No,
know you
no. 58. That's the episode for YouTube.
Somebody's going to have to keep counting and stop me. It'll all be like 2 minute frame.
This will go unedited up to YouTube. It'll go on the iTunes and at one point.
Starting... Well, that was interesting. Secret laughing.
Anywho.
Alrighty then.
Well, no, like I said, the biographies, autobiographies, and behind the scenes stuff is what I like.
He's a cop. Want to be cop. I know you.
I
Yeah.
find it more interesting to learn the stories behind the TV shows and stuff. And
You know what I find more interesting?
What?
Beating the dog piss out of somebody. Yeah,
Dan's our color commentary.
damn right. You pay me the big bucks for this.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Notice I don't say a whole lot. I just let everybody else talk. I chime in whatever the hell I want.
Let me show you. Show you something. Show you something.
See, hi.
Not right now.
I want to have testosterone.
Anywho, I think we're good before we go any further with the having to edit it. Edit it. Do you want to do a bro tip?
No.
No?
Dude, I honestly have not looked that ish up in so long.
And yet he still does one.
Who?
I did one last week because he sent one to me.
Oh, the,
Game day?
game day? Yeah.
He sent me that, so I'm like, I'm going to use it.
Bro tip. That bro tip was awesome.
That was a good one. That's why I used it.
That was an awesome one, actually. The hell are you touching me for?
Josh.
You should know better than that.
Chair's going to give out one of my way the frick back.
I would laugh. Just so you know, I would laugh. Stop it.
Oh, the hair stuck to the bottom of your shoe.
Stop it.
I'm not touching you. I'm touching the hair on your shoe.
Stop.
Mommy, he's
Ah!
touching me.
I like this one. It's short and simple and awesome. Bro tip 3318. Remember, now I'm gonna describe this bro tip because it's a
Picture?
it's a picture of a bottle cap. Looks like a beer bottle cap. It says, remember, and then on the bottle cap it says condoms prevent minivans. Dude, I'm dead serious. It's exactly what it says. Look. I'm not lying.
That's exactly what it says.
That's exactly what it says. See, Carl? See? Just so I'm not lying. Yeah, you can't see over here.
So, 50, 51, 30, and 52-ish. Okay. I know you weren't a Nickelodeon fan, but you were it.
Yeah, of course.
So you might get my sign off.
What?
You might know where it's from.
Okay, what?
I call this meeting of the Midnight Society closed.
Oh, what the hell is that?